Hey guys, it's DarkMagix21 here, and welcome to my WWE Money in the Bank 2023 predictions. Alright, so 6 matches have been announced so far for the pay-per-view. I feel like they're going to add a couple more later, but the 6 matches are the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, the women's tag team title match, which was recently added, Seth versus Finn Balor in a World Heavyweight Championship match, Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio in a singles match. And then the Bloodline Civil War tag team match between the Usos versus the team of Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Those are the 6 matches announced. I feel like they can add 2 more matches, and I feel like those 2 matches are going to be Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca in a triple threat WWE Women's title match, since I feel like Asuka is going to get the DQ victory and Pierce is going to be like, not like this. So then he makes it a triple threat at Money in the Bank. Another match that could be added is the Gunther versus Matt Riddle match. I feel like Gunther takes care of Matt Riddle at Money in the Bank, and then moves on to SummerSlam to face off against Drew McIntyre or somebody like that. Yeah. Alright. Those are the 6 matches that have been announced, plus the 2 that I think that could be announced later, probably Friday, if not earlier. But yeah, I'm gonna get into my predictions right now, and we also got a sponsor, so that's good. I'll leave the sponsor's link and my promo code, my discount code in the descriptions down below. Use it at checkout for 10% off your purchases. The website is Alti Energy, and my discount code is MuhilR427 for 10% off your purchases on the website. And yeah, you should check them out. They have some amazing stuff. Alright, enjoy my predictions. So match number 1 is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match which consists of Damian Priest, Pete Dunne, Santos Escobar, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Ricochet. Right. So who I want to win? I've got three picks for this match. Who are LA Knight, or Shinsuke Nakamura, or Santos Escobar. The reason I picked Santos Escobar is because him and LWO have been taking straight L's for God knows how long, but they need this, and giving Santos the case would be a great start for his push. The reason I say it should be LA Knight is because he's been over for a while, and I feel like he'd be the best to like capitalize on right now, and then have beat Roman Reigns for the championship. The reason I say Shinsuke Nakamura is because honestly, he would make a good champion. Yeah, I feel like he could actually beat Roman as well, because he had like a small mini feud with Roman, and then I don't know what they did, but I feel like giving him the case would also like revitalize himself and also help him win the championship. And yeah, I wouldn't mind a Nakamura world title reign, because we haven't had that in a while, and yeah, I feel like he could do it. If not AJ, then Nakamura is the next to like become champion anyways, so I feel like he deserves it more. So alright, and then who will win? This is where I picked 3 as well. I had LA Knight, Logan Paul, or Damian Priest. Alright, the reason I say LA Knight, same reason. He's over, and there's a slight chance that WWE might make the right choice and have LA Knight win in London and leave with the case. The reason I say Logan Paul is because they could have him win the case, have him cash in on Rollins at SummerSlam, though it would make sense at, yeah, he'll probably cash in at SummerSlam since it would make the most sense for him to cash in on Seth at SummerSlam. But then again, I could see him cashing in London and leaving as champion, but I don't know, man. The fans would be really pissed, and it would be a whole thing. Right. So then that leaves Damian Priest. The reason I say Damian Priest is because there's a slight chance that Finn Balor might actually win, and in which case, if Damian Priest becomes Mr. Money in the Bank, they could have Damian Priest versus Finn Balor for the championship, and since they already hinted at the whole Finn Balor leaving the Judgment Day as a tease, and then they could replace Finn with JD McDonough, and yeah, the probability of Damian Priest actually winning is like probably slim, but not slimmer than LA Knight winning the Money in the Bank case. I feel like they're just gonna give it to Logan Paul, but I'm hoping they give it to Shinsuke. So final prediction, I'm gonna go with either Logan Paul picking up the case or Damian Priest leaving with the case at Money in the Bank. So yeah, so Logan or Damian Priest. Final prediction. Match number 2 is the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which has Io Sky, Trish Stratus, Zoe Starks, Bailey, Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, and let's just say for a 7th person, Shotzi Blackheart. Since the men's have a 7th, I feel like they're going to add Shotzi into the mix, since I feel like I don't know, because they haven't really promoted the Bailey versus Shotzi match, so I feel like, yeah. So, anyways, we'll just say Shotzi's added to the Money in the Bank ladder match for a 7th person. Okay, who I want to win? I've got 3 people, which are Io Sky, Bailey, and Zelina Vega. Alright, the reason I say Io Sky is because I really want to see Io versus Asuka at SummerSlam. I think it would be a fun, fresh match for them to do at SummerSlam. I think it would be amazing to see. The reason I said Zelina Vega is because, just like for the men's, I feel like LWO getting the briefcase would be a huge W for them, since they've been taking numerous L's recently. So I feel like them winning the briefcase for Zelina would be great. I know she'll put up a good fight, but I can't see Asuka dropping the title this soon, and I really hope she doesn't drop it to Charlotte. So yeah, the reason I said Bailey is because, I don't know, I feel like she would put up a good fight against Asuka, but again, I feel like Asuka is going to retain. And yeah, I think Bailey is like, for me, it's Io who has the highest chance of winning the case at Money in the Bank, and then it's Zelina Vega with the second highest percentage of winning, and then it's Bailey. But yeah. Alright, and then who will win? I've got Becky Lynch, Bailey, and Shotzi black cards. The reason I say Becky Lynch is because um, it's been a while since she's been champion. I feel like she needs it right now. I don't think no, because without the title, with or without the title, Becky is interesting. It's not like Charlotte, but yeah, Becky would be fine even if she doesn't win doesn't win the Money in the Bank ladder match. It'll be fine. She'll still have banger matches and stuff. The reason I say Shotzi would win is because she's a dark horse, and I think like I don't know. I feel like she could pull off a upset victory, winning the thing, and probably cashing it on Rhea or Asuka. I don't know. Either or, those matches would be interesting to see as well because it would be fresh, new, innovative matches. And the reason I say Bayley is because, yeah, I could see Bayley versus Asuka for sure. And if this is the way they can bring in Kyrie, I'd be down for it too. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. So yeah, final prediction. I'm gonna go with Io Sky winning the Money in the Bank ladder match, the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, and leaving Money in the Bank with the case, and then choosing Asuka at SummerSlam to face. Yeah, final prediction. Match number 3 is the WWE World Heavyweight title match between Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Alright, who I want to win? Seth Rollins. Who will win? Finn Balor. The reason I say Seth is going to retain at Money in the Bank is because he just got the championship, and I can't see him losing it this early. So, yeah, if they go this route, if they do have Seth retain at Money in the Bank, chances are Logan Paul is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match, and then he's going to go challenge Seth at SummerSlam for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Since he has the case, he'll go after Seth, because he already tried going after Roman, and that didn't end well for Logan. So yeah, they could also go the route with Finn winning the championship and then having Damian Priest having Damian Priest win the briefcase, and then having Priest versus Balor at SummerSlam for the championship. And then they could replace Balor with JD McDonough, and they could go that way as well. I don't know, man. It feels like, I mean, what do you guys want? Because in one scenario, you've got Seth as champion, but you've got Logan winning the briefcase and challenging Seth at SummerSlam. And in the other scenario, you've got Balor winning the championship and then having a Judgment Day feud within. So, I don't know. I feel like those would be the potential 2 matches to happen if, depending on who wins the championship at Money in the Bank. So, yeah, final prediction. I'm going to go with Seth winning retaining his championship, and then having the match against Logan at SummerSlam. So yeah, final prediction, Seth. Match number 4 is Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio in a singles match. Who I want to win? Cody Rhodes. Who will win? Dominic Mysterio. Alright, the reason I say Dominic Mysterio is going to win is because Brock Lesnar interferes in the match. He attacks Dominic Mysterio. And yeah, Dominic wins. And then eventually Brock Lesnar attacks Cody Rhodes after the match, and then accepts his challenge for a match at SummerSlam, thus setting up Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam for their final match. And then Cody can move on to either Roman or Seth. So, final prediction, I'm going to say Cody wins. Brock Lesnar returns and attacks Cody after the match and accepts his challenge. So, yeah, Cody wins. Match number 5 is the Bloodline Civil War tag team match between the Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Who I want to win? The Usos. Who will win? Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Alright, the reason I say the Usos are going to win is because they're a legit tag team, one of the best in the world right now. And Roman and Solo are a tag team, sure, but they aren't as good as the Usos. They're not as good as Jimmy and Jay, and I feel like Roman's a bit scared of Solo because you can see the fear when he bumps into Solo because Solo's like a ticking time bomb, and he could spike Roman at any time if he wanted to. I mean, that spike is lethal, and yeah, I feel like they're not gonna win at SummerSlam. Oh my god, they're not gonna win at Money in the Bank. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Usos winning their match. There's a small chance that Solo and Roman win the match, but I feel like the Usos, when they're like a cohesive unit, they could beat any tag team they want. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Usos winning at Money in the Bank. Final prediction: Usos. Match number 6 is the WWE Women's Undisputed Tag Team Title match between the teams of Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Now Ronda and Shayna recently became unified tag team champions because they beat the team of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, and they unified the NXT tag team titles, women's tag team titles, and the WWE women's tag team titles. So yeah, those tag titles are unified. Who I want to win? And after the match, Raquel Rodriguez came out saying that she and her partner were never beaten, and then came out Liv Morgan and beat up Ronda and Shayna. So yeah, then the match got set for Money in the Bank on SmackDown Lowdown, and yeah, well, I want to win Raquel and Liv for obvious reasons. Who will win? Shayna and Ronda. I just feel like it's the reason I say Shayna and Ronda are going to win is because they just got the titles. I don't see them losing it that quickly, but I don't know. It would make sense for them to just win it one week and then lose it the next week, right? But stranger things have happened, so who knows? I mean, I wouldn't mind Shayna and Ronda to lose the titles. It would be great because right now, who could beat them? Yeah, because right now they're like pretty much the tag titles, the women's tag titles are pretty much dead, right? So having Raquel and Liv get the titles would be pretty good. I don't know. It would open up some stuff. But yeah, final prediction: Ronda and Shayna retain and beat Liv and Raquel. Other matches that could be announced for the pay-per-view on Saturday are match number 7, the WWE Women's title match could be turned into a triple threat match, since I feel like this Friday's Asuka versus Charlotte match is gonna get either DQ finish, or somebody's gonna interfere. It's definitely gonna get DQ finish. Hopefully, Asuka like missed Charlotte to get DQ'd or something. But yeah, the triple threat will be Asuka versus Charlotte versus Bianca Belair. Who I want to win? Asuka, for obvious reasons. I feel like she needs a decent title run and then lose her title, but yeah, it's way too early for her to lose her title to Charlotte or Bianca since she just got it, and yeah, I just want a decent run for her. Who will win? Probably, I'm guessing Asuka if they want to do Io versus Asuka at SummerSlam. If not, I could definitely see them putting the title on Charlotte, and yeah, then they could have Charlotte feud with Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. But I'd rather see Io Sky versus Asuka at SummerSlam for the title, and Charlotte versus Bianca could be a singles match because Charlotte doesn't need a title to define her, and they don't really need a title for that feud anyways. So, final prediction: Asuka retains at Money in the Bank, leaves as champion, and goes on to SummerSlam to face Io for her championship. Defends her championship at SummerSlam against Io. So, yeah. Another match I can see them adding to the pay-per-view on Saturday is match number 8, the WWE Intercontinental title match between Gunther versus Matt Riddle. Who I want to win? Gunther. Who will win? Gunther. I can see them keeping the title on Gunther till SummerSlam, since if they can get McIntyre to resign, I could definitely see them doing Drew McIntyre versus Gunther for the Intercontinental title at SummerSlam, having McIntyre go over and beat Gunther for the title, and then Gunther can move on to the main title if he wants. But then again, I could also see them doing, if Seth doesn't have an opponent for SummerSlam, they could do Drew McIntyre versus Seth at SummerSlam. But yeah. Yeah, so final prediction for the match. Gonna go with Gunther retaining and moving on to SummerSlam. So those are my predictions for the pay-per-view. Let me know what your guys' predictions are for the pay-per-view in the descriptions down below in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have more content like this out soon. Sorry I haven't been posting much. I will be posting more frequently. And also, don't forget to use my code HEALR427 at the Ulti Energy store for your purchases at checkout for 10% off. I'll leave the link and my code in the description down below. So yeah, have a great day, guys.